Yo, what's good guys? I know it's been a minute, but yeah, I'm back, and today I'm kind of in the mood to make some emotional Afrobeats. You know, the type with a soulful guitar and a lot of ear candy. And yeah, join me as I hop into our studio to cook this fire beat. So guys, let's start with the BPM, and for this I want to go for something very slow, so let's go for 97 BPM. And by the way guys, all the sounds that I'm going to be using for the one shots and the drums are going to be from my drum kit, so if you want any of this, they're all going to be linked in the description. So I'm going to use the Ilya FM of nylon guitar inside of Contact, and with this I'm just going to set my scale. So I'm going to go down here, go to view, go to helpers. So for my scale I'm going to be using the major scale, and for my root notes I'm going to use G sharp. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to place our first note on our root notes, which is this, and I'm going to bring this out like this. Repeat this one more time, drag this out, and come back to an A, and then I'm going to drag everything out like this, and then bring it down an octave. Select everything, hold Alt R to randomize the velocities, just this much, click accept, and then bring the volume down. And then I'm going to get an e-piano from Xenology, so I'm going to go over to the e-piano section. I'm going to use the Dino EP preset. For this, I'm just going to copy what we have here, Ctrl C, click here, Ctrl V, and then I'm going to delete this note and then just drag this out like this, bring this back in, drag this out, do the same thing, bring this back in, drag this out. And then I'm going to duplicate Xenology. So this, I want to get a pad, so I'm going to go over to pad section, and there's this pad I really like, PWM soft pad, so I'm going to use this, and then go over, copy this, click here, Ctrl V, bring the volume down. So next up, I'm going to be using an electric guitar. So for this, I'm going to be using the Evolution Hollow Body Blues Bank inside of Contact. So I want this guitar to be very gritty, so I'm going to go over to the crunchy section, and I'll use this Lonely Lead preset. And then come back up like this. Just like this. And then over here I'm going to add this. Come back down. Kind of want this to sound very realistic, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to the play, and I'm going to come down over where it says release slide down, and I'm going to put this to velocity, and I'll put this to like around 70%. And then over here where it says velocity slide, I'm going to put this to velocity, and then I'm going to go over to the setup. I want the vibrato speed to be fast, so I'm going to put this to fast, and I want this to be kind of like, I don't want it wide, I don't want it narrow, I just want it to be in the middle. Select everything, go over to the mixer, go to the first insert, Ctrl Shift L, and it's just going to link everything for you. So for the guitar, I want to add guitar rig. So with the guitar rig, I want to go over to my saved preset, and I'm going to use this acoustic multi. So now that I have this, I'm going to add Valhalla Vintage Verb. I'm going to bring the decay to 2 seconds, and then I'm going to bring the mix to like 40%. I want this guitar to have a lot of vibrato, so I'm going to go over, and then I'm going to right click, create an automation clip, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to double click, and then I'm going to click on LFO. I like the speed, I'm just going to increase it a little bit. I'm going to kind of slightly increase the tension to like 10%. I think I'm going to leave the skew the way it is, and then I'm going to bring the pulse width just this much like this. So basically what this does is, as the guitar is playing, this automation right here is going to be taking the pitch up and down. It kind of gives it that vibrato feel. As you guys can see, take it up and down. So what I'm going to do, I think it's kind of slow, so I'm going to increase the speed, make it faster. Just like this, and then I'm going to add wider because I want this to be very stereo. And then now that I've added everything, I'm just going to select it, go over to the mixer, I have only the guitar playing, and then I'm going to click this disc recording right here, and then hold Alt R, and then just click start. So guys, what I just did now is I just rendered the guitar out, so I'm going to save some load on my CPU. So guys, for the nylon guitar, I'm going to add RC20. I'm going to go over to this lush and crunch guitar 2 presets, click OK, but then I'm going to bring the distortion down, bring the space down, and then bring the noise down and increase the follow a bit. And then I'm going to add some lead. I'm going to use purity, and then I'm going to be using this simple sine preset. So this, I'm just going to do something very simple, but then I'm going to add some effect to make it sound really interesting. Just like this, and then I'm going to just duplicate this over. So I'm also going to link this to the mixer, Ctrl L, and the first thing I'm going to get is this plugin called Portal, and then I'm going to go over to the presets. I'm going to use this pulse preset. I'm going to bring this down like this, and then I'm also going to add shaper box, and with this I'm going to use this motion rhythm 1 preset. And just like that, took it from sounding very simple to sound a whole lot better. Then I'm also going to add a bass, so I'm going to go over to my Rhapsody one shot kit. I'm going to go to the bass. I'm going to use this long bass right here, normalize this, go over here, and then I'm just going to use this already saved presets. You can do this by bringing the attack down, increasing the hold, and then bring everything else down, which is the decay, sustain, and release all down. And then if you're using the FL25, you can just save it, so it's going to be easy for you for next time. But this is what I do with my one shots, especially for my bass. And then let's just follow the root notes, and then just copy this over. But then for this part, I'm going to just cut it at this point, and then over here I'm going to add a slide. So I'm just going to add this right here, click this slide right here, click accept. So guys, I want this beat to have 2 bass. I'm going to add another bass, but this is going to be a shorter bass. So for this, I'm going to go over to the Afrology bundle, and then I'm going to go over to the Saturn one shot kit, go to bass. I'm going to be using this drop bass, click on cut itself. And then repeat this one more time. And then just copy this over, and then I'm going to use a log drum. I'm going to use this Moss log drum. This is going to play in between the short bass, and I'm going to bring this down, and then over for this part I'm going to put this snap to grid to 1/3 step, and then just do this. And then I'm going to add a slide note over here. And then I'm going to add some vocals, so I'm going to go over to the Kanzii vocals. And then with this, I'm going to double click, put this to stretch, time stretch this. And as you guys can see, it's on G minor, so I'm going to bring this down too. But then I'm going to reverse this, and I'm going to link this to the mixer as well, Ctrl L. I'm going to start by adding the fruity parametric EQ, cut out the highs, cut out the lows as well, and then I'm going to add ambience, and then what I want to do is I want to add some textures. So I'm going to use this texture right here, and then just to fill in those empty pockets, I'm going to add some phrases and accents. So I'm going to add this. I'm going to bring this down 500 cents. And I'm going to use this high and dry pedal texture at this right here. And then as well, I'm going to add this guitar pedal texture. And I'm also going to add a guitar phrase. I'm going to use this, bring the volume down. So yeah guys, now that we're done with the melody, let's just move straight to the drums. And for the drums, I'm going to start with the kick, and then I'm just going to copy this over. I'm going to just make it hit twice, just like this thumb kick. And then I'm gonna add this rim shots right here. Bring the volume down. And then I'm gonna add this snap perk over here. And then I'm gonna add this bongo over here. And then I'm gonna add this low tom over here. Let's add this. And then let's add this XYZ open hat. Bring the volume down. Let's add one more. And then I'm going to add a hi-hat. I'm going to go to the Afrobeats all-in-one pack. I like this. Let's add this. Hold Alt U to chop it up. And then with this, I'm just going to slide this in. And then change this to 1/3 step. Then copy this over. Ctrl B. And then I'm going to go over to the shaker loops. And then I'm going to add this. And yeah, I think I'm not going to do too much. I'm just going to stop here, add some more effects, and then, you know, arrange the beat and play the final product for you guys to listen. 3, 2.
Kanzii.
Well, yeah, that's definitely twice.
Guys, that's going to be all for today. Just like I've said, the link for all the drum kits that I use in this video are going to be down in the description, so do well to go check them out and show your boys some love. I hope you guys really enjoy watching this video, and I hope you guys learned something at least from this video. If you did, don't forget to go down there, give this video a smashing thumbs up, make sure to subscribe as well while you're there. If you have any questions or video ideas, do well to leave them down in the comment section and I'll join you guys there. That's going to be all for today, guys. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys in the next video. I'm out of here.